Are you eating foods that are healthy in themselves but become unhealthy for the body once combined or eaten in quick succession? Are we combining our foods wrongly? And how do we know we are? Stay with me and find out in this video. And if you're new here, do consider subscribing. Hello and namaste. Welcome to I the Power. Thank you so much for joining me here today. My name is Rini and I'm back with another video, and this time on wrong food combinations. Food is meant to give us nutrition and energy. It's not just what we eat that's important, but how we digest and assimilate it as well. So, even if we're eating healthy foods, they do not provide us much nourishment if we combine them wrongly with other foods. The underlying cause of many health conditions and ailments like diarrhea, gas, food poisoning, piles, inflammation, even arthritis, migraines, nervous disorders, memory loss, hearing loss, etc. is wrong food combination. It usually starts in the stomach before it gets manifested anywhere else in the body. Now you must be thinking, how can my food cause my headache, migraine, arthritis, inflammation, or any other serious ailment? Now it's not just a one-time mixing of foods that's a problem, but something that's been done over the years and which has made diseases appear in your body. And also, if you have poor digestion or sensitive stomach, maybe this video will help you in some way to know what to avoid. A few years back, I had gone to this nature care institute just for a detox for 10 days. And I reached there with a terrible migraine which had started the night before. So when I consulted the doctor there, Dr. Arya, the first thing he asked me was if I was acidic. And yes, I was. I'd been suffering from acidity for several years before that. So he said the main cause of my migraine was the acidity, which was caused due to wrongly combined foods eaten at the wrong time. So he put me on this very simple vegetarian diet for those 10 days and advised me to follow it after I went back home too. I realized at the end of those 10 days that I felt so much more lighter, so much more energetic, and believe you me, my neck ache, my back pain, my shoulder pain were all greatly reduced. So that's when I realized that food really plays an important part in preventing and curing a lot of ailments. Food habits differ from country to country, and even within our country, food habits are so diverse. Each state has its own food culture. We in the north, we eat more of wheat, rotis, chapatis. Our dishes are flavorful with whole spices. Down south, they like their curries more spicy, more tangy, and they eat more of rice. In fact, every family has its own food culture. So we are happy eating home-cooked food, thinking it's healthy, not knowing that some of the combinations, even if home-cooked, are not very beneficial for the body. A couple of them are real heartbreakers. Coming to that. Food combining is a philosophy of eating that has its roots in the ancient times and has a very important place in Ayurveda and also in naturopathy. It is based on two rules of digestion. Number one, that different foods are digested at different speeds. So if you combine a slow digesting food with a fast digesting food, it causes a traffic jam in your digestive tract and really disrupts digestion. Number two is that different foods require different enzymes to be broken down, which require differing levels of pH in your body. Meaning some require more of an alkaline medium while others require more of an acidic medium. So when we consume foods that are wrongly combined, the body is unable to extract the nourishment it requires, and even if it does so, it does at the cost of a considerable amount of energy. Now there are a whole lot of wrong food combinations, but today I'm going to be talking about just a couple of them, and that too protein based, some of which were shared by Dr. Arya himself. Number one is the protein-starch combination. Combining concentrated proteins with concentrated carbohydrates weakens the digestive system. Now, proteins are cheese, milk, eggs, meat, nuts, pulses, lentils, legumes, etc. And starchy foods include roots, tubers, rice and other cereals, especially white rice, barley, oat, millet, etc., white bread, oatmeal, spaghetti, pasta, sweets like cakes, cookies, muffins, etc. So these two food groups don't go well together because starch requires an alkaline medium for digestion and protein requires an acidic medium. And when these two clash, they often neutralize each other, thereby disrupting digestion. So can you guess one of our favorite home-cooked foods, home-cooked meals that falls in this category? Dal chawal. Does that mean we stop having dal chawal? Of course not. But if you have a weak digestion, a sensitive stomach, and you can't figure out why you bloat so much and why you have these stomach aches, you might want to consider avoiding this combination for a while just to see how your body reacts. So you could even substitute white rice with brown or eat whole wheat chapatis alongside. So Ayurveda says you should eat protein first and eat starches a little later. But how can we separate dal from chawal? We love it as a nice mushy mix, don't we? Number 2 is the protein-protein combination. So when two proteins are eaten together, the digestive juices required to digest each of them are secreted at different times. So that creates a problem. And if, for example, you're eating an omelette with cheese or omelette with sausages and having milk on the side, that creates a heavy overload on the system because the digestive juices required to digest each of them are secreted at different times. So avoid meat and eggs, meat and nuts, meat and milk. However, two meats can be eaten together and nuts can be mixed and eaten with each other. That's not a problem. So ideally, only one kind of protein should be taken at every meal. Number 3 is the protein-fat combination. Fatty foods are cream, butter, all kinds of oil, fatty meats, and ghee. So when you cook your meats or eggs in a lot of fat, they are not great for digestion because the fat, it delays secretion of the digestive juices required to digest the protein. So the poor protein is sitting in the stomach waiting to get digested, but it takes so long because of the presence of fat in it. So milk should not be consumed with buttered toasts and eggs because that makes it a very toxic combination. Now, while we're still at milk is a complete food in itself and should not be combined with anything. Yes, not even cookies and cakes and muffins. Another food that milk should not be combined with is banana. Yes, they do not go together. So there go our banana shakes. When milk is combined with banana, it becomes a very heavy combination for the body and it disrupts the sinuses. It causes sinus congestion and aggravates your cold and cough and also allergies like rashes in the body. So if you're suffering from any of these ailments, you might want to consider giving this up for a while and observing how your body reacts to it. So this is it from my side. I hope you liked the video. Now my intent in making this video is just to make you aware of some of the wrong food combinations. And if you have a health condition with no apparent cause, you might want to take a look at your own food combinations and correct them. So if you could take back anything valuable from this video, please give me a like. Do subscribe if you haven't already and hit the bell icon to be notified of my future videos. Do share it with people so that they can be made aware of these food combinations and do comment in the comment section below. I wish you great health, happiness and positivity. Until next time, Namaste.